And our objectives are, we're a community-based nonprofit organization, and we deal with students, the National Alumni Association. We do a lot of tutoring, literacy for adults and children, tutoring for young students, and community work. So if we were to stroll down Central Avenue here, I can show you some of the improvements that the National Alumni Association has worked on with the community, up into the light fixtures, the street designs, our entry signs letting you know that you're coming to historical Central Avenue. And I had the option of remaining a Muslim, remaining part of the Nation of Islam, or becoming a Muslim under Al-Islam, learning Al-Islam in the form of reading the Quran and studying Arabic and things like that. I chose not to be a part of Nation of Islam, and my reasoning is live that. I lived that for 40 years of my life. I know that, and I loved it. Okay, and I love the experience, and I appreciate that. But I also loved what is Imam Muhammad, W.D. Muhammad, shared with us about Al-Islam. And the first thing he said that a lot of people had problems with was that Muslims come in all shades. So if we go back to the Nation of Islam, in the early days, we were told the white man was the devil. And we really didn't have anything to do with Caucasians, okay? And then on another part of your life, we're being told that Muslims come in all shades and colors. Well, you either accept that or you reject that. And any intelligent person who's traveled or just watches television knows that life isn't just black and white. It comes in many shades. There's gray, there's lighter gray, there's darker gray, there's charcoal gray. So Al-Islam was an easy route for me as an adult, because our parents had told us, you know, while we were under their house, in their home, we are Muslims. When we become an adult, we have that choice of whether we want to be Muslims or not. And it won't be held against you if you chose not to be Muslim. So I'm very pleased and comfortable that my entire family, my siblings and I, we chose to continue being Muslim. We love Islam. And so being a Muslim is not very difficult. When I went into the service, my dog tag said Islam. Okay, my middle name is Hatice. That's the only thing I changed. Okay, and other than my last name, I went in as Priscilla Hatice Alukta. That's what's on my service record. And in the service, I'm a trained certified photographer from the famous naval photography school that is now defunct, is no longer around. But if you do any history, the school is famous. And we did all of the photography work, including pictures, processing, accidents, death, for all of the services. That would be Army, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, and Navy. I spent 7 years in the military. I enjoyed it a great deal. And now my life is pretty much based on working the nonprofit and the Muhammad Schools National Alumni Association. So I do a lot of traveling. I haven't gone to Hajj yet. That's on my schedule. I'm proud to say that my mom and my dad and my sister and my brother have gone, and there's 2 of us left that it's on our agenda to do very, very soon. I travel around, but this community at 4016 South Central is my community. I don't have a need to go anywhere else. Imam Ali Rashid, before he passed, he came back home from New York, where he was the imam, and he told us to hold the line. Hold the line. Now, we thought we were special, and this Los Angeles community was the only community he told that. And just recently, in the last 3 or 4 years, we realized that's not true. He told New York the same thing, okay? So, but he was such a powerful man, and he was such a strong person. In this community, we only had one captain, and that's Imam Ali Rashid. He was Edward Sherrill then. Only one captain for the brothers. And in this same community, when it came to the captain, we only had one captain for the sisters, and that was Sister Mamie Houday. And those two people were so strong, and that never did we have a problem where we needed another captain or we needed another sister captain. So I think that experience coming up of the Nation of Islam and those strong people and my parents has made me the Muslim that I am today. I don't believe in getting caught up in drama. I believe in doing what's right at all times, whether it's popular or not. I believe that this is what the religion talks about. You know, you can't proclaim to be Muslim and then do a whole bunch of other garbage. You either are Muslim, you're either a liar, or you're a truth teller. You're either a cheat or you're an honest person, okay? So to me, that's what Islam is all about, doing what's right, even if it's not popular. And so in my experience, that has not always been a wonderful thing, but my experience is from my parents. You know, my father's rule was, you know, you do right and you do right all the time. My mother's rule was, you tell me a lie and I don't have your back ever, ever, ever again. Okay, so, you know, the statements would say, people would say, oh, children lie. My mother would say, no, my children don't lie. And then adults would say, yeah, yeah, yeah. But my mother wasn't telling, she was telling the truth, because she's already told us, if you lie to me, I don't have your back ever again. And as a child, that's not something you want to hear from your mother. You always want your mother there for you. And my mother is a Leo, very strong woman. So when she said that, she meant that. So regardless of the circumstances, regardless if we were going to get whooping or chastised, we did tell the truth. And that sustained us, I believe, in our later lives, in our adulthood. Okay, our family are known for honesty and hard work. We work for our community. Our masjid right now, the floor where the sisters, the room where the sisters are, and that floor, my family and I, we put that together. If you look at the stone brick walkway, I literally put those in myself. If you look at, it's a lot of things, and it's not boasting, it's just saying that that is what our family means. My father says that you work in your community, you work, whether your community is your Muslim community or the outside community, you're always a benefit and never a hindrance. And so that's how I live my life. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm Muslim, never hid it at work. I'm retired now from the federal system, and I remember we would have other employees who were Muslim, and you know, they would come into the building, we would get on the elevator, and they wouldn't want to say assalamu alaikum, and we'd get in the elevator and we'd say assalamu alaikum, and they were shy from giving us the greetings. They got out of that because we kept on saying the same thing as loud as we normally would, because everybody in our building knew we were Muslim just by our last name. And in America, if you have a Muslim name, most likely, and you're African American, most likely people know that you're a Muslim, okay, from the Nation of Islam. That's why Malcolm was so beneficial. That's why Muhammad Ali was so beneficial to the propagation and dawah of Islam. That's why You can go down the street and you can see what you might consider a thug on the street, and you can say assalamu alaikum, and that person's going to give you the right answer back. It might not be wa alaikum assalam, okay? It might be wa alaikum salam, okay? But they'll know the answer, okay? They love bean pie. There's even a song, there's an Asian, she's a friend of mine, and I can't remember her name right now, but she wrote a jazz piece about bean pie. The community in America knows about bean pie, loves bean pie, because of the Nation of Islam and the continuation of the recipes and the making of bean pie. So I haven't been to the east part. I've traveled the world, but not to the east part yet. So I really couldn't compare the east to the west. I can only say what I'm comfortable with. And I'm ever so happy that the slave ship continued to the Americas, and it didn't stop anywhere else where my people were concerned, my family was concerned. I love America. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love to visit other countries. I love to learn other cultures, but I like my culture.